Okay, we're done.
We're done.
Okay, bye. We're not done. We're never done. However,
it's all finished. We've harvested everything.
Yep. Thanks
it
for
was
watching.
Great. We canned all the vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
No. So I have finished planting for the most part. I finished planting all the rows. We're expecting some severe weather on Thursday and Friday, so we're going to hold off putting the corn and the sorghum in the bigger plot that's not tarped, and we'll do that after. But I wanted to show you guys around the garden now that it's all completely planted.
Yeah, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of rain. So hopefully, because we've mounded everything up and the garden kind of goes at a downhill, and the pathways will work as the drainage.
That's the hope.
That's what we're going for.
Yeah. So let's take a tour. All right, everything is pretty freshly watered. It's the evening time, so I wanted to wait until the sun went down a little bit before I watered, but I think by now you already know the first row is zucchini. Second row is yellow squash. Third row is all melons, cantaloupe, 2 different varieties. And the fourth row, we can just take a little trip down, but we have got some peppers. We've got our, what is this one? I forget already. California Wonder bell peppers. We've got bell peppers here. Then we have got our jalapenos here. Then we've got our not hot jalapenos here. They're called notapenos. They're jalapenos with no heat. Then we have our banana peppers. Banana peppers are next. Up next, we have some Tabasco peppers because we are going to try our hand at making our own Tabasco sauce. We got some poblano peppers here, and then we pick up the kale. Connor is our kale guy, so we grow kale for Connor.
Plus, kale does really, really well.
Kale does really well here too. We got some Swiss chard growing. Got the green onions doing well. And then at the end of the row, we have basil. Lots and lots of basil. I love basil, and I make a lot of homemade pesto, which I will share that recipe with you guys.
I love your homemade pesto.
Oh,
so good.
Thanks, babe. Okay, down this row, we have got more basil. And then I have direct sowed some seeds here. I had some empty space here, so I just went ahead and put in some beets. We're going to try beets right here. And then in these empty holes...
Bears, beets, Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah. And then these holes here, we've got some orange bell peppers all the way up until the beets start. So we've got orange bells, beets. And then here are going to be the Kalima beans, and I've already direct sowed those a couple days ago, and they're starting to pop up. So that's good news. We've got those coming in at Kalima beans. Then here's going to be our Blue Lake green beans. So we've got signs of life from those, which is pretty cool. And then from here all the way down, we've got okra, which I also direct sowed and is also coming in. So if you maybe saw that video where I soaked those okra seeds and those bean seeds overnight, it really helps for germination. So they are popping up, doing really well. So we've got okra, lots of okra coming in. And then this row here, we are going to start with tomatoes. We've got a lot of tomatoes coming in, or a lot of tomatoes planted. All by seed. Everything that you see here in the garden, I started by seed. Nothing was purchased pre-done. So we've got Roma tomatoes here. I'm excited about Romas because I like making my own spaghetti sauce by pasta sauce. We've got some beef steaks starting here. And I've interplanted some marigolds sporadically throughout to help with pest control and pollination. So we've got our beefsteak tomatoes here. Then we've got our spoon tomatoes. So these spoon tomatoes were a free seed given to me by Baker Creek Seeds. And they are if you look them up, what spoon tomatoes are, they're super tiny little tomatoes. So I thought they were really cute and I wanted to try them. So those are coming in. And then we've got our tomato green giants. So they're going to be green tomatoes, really big. I'm looking forward to those because Kim makes an amazing fried green tomato. So I'm going to be making sure she makes some of those with that. And then here we've got an heirloom variety mix. So it was just an heirloom variety pack so it's going to be a surprise. All right, coming down this row, we're still with tomatoes. These are going to be our black beauties. So we've got about 4 black beauties and they're actually black tomatoes. So I've never grown them before and I'm looking forward to those. I don't know what these are because I've started at the wrong end. So here's more tomatoes and I will tell you what they are in a second. All right, those are Bonnie's Best. Bonnie's Best tomatoes go all the way to the black beauties. And Bonnie's Best is just a really good slicing red tomato. Then further down here, more tomatoes. Romas, all Romas, additional Roma tomatoes. And Buddy. And then we've got Boston cucumbers. Boston pickling cucumbers. They are so cute. They're already starting to trellis or use their little vines to attach to the trellis.
I can't wait to get these Boston cucumbers here out of the yard, take them to the park, drive in the car.
Wow. Yes. Let's do that. Moving on. So more Boston cucumbers that are so cute. Already using their little trellis like good cucumber plant should. And let's see. Here are market cucumbers. Just a different variety of cucumber. Market more cucumbers. And here we've got our Mexican sour gherkins. I've never grown these before. If you look them up, Mexican sour gherkins, they're a variety of cucumber that looks like a little tiny watermelon. So I want to try to grow some of those. Beefsteaks, more beefsteaks. And we've come to the loofah tunnel, which you guys probably know all about. Loofah tunnel.
Loofah Dome.
Loofah dome, sorry.
Loofah Dome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mad Max Beyond Loofah Dome.
Yep. And here in these holes, I planted the sugar snap peas. So those, they're called sugar daddies, but they're peas. They're sugar snap peas. These are my Cherokee purples that I started in November. And I killed them and revived them and killed them and revived them, put them in the greenhouse. They were so sad, but now I think that they're going to be pretty happy here and hopefully they make it through their last transplant in their permanent home. If you're wondering what this white stuff is down at the base, it is the eggshells that I sprinkled on top of their soil so that hopefully it'll absorb when it rains for extra calcium. And here are more Cherokee purple tomatoes that I started. And then this starts our eggplant. So this is the eggplant and this is the end. These are Black Beauty eggplants.
What are these 2 holes?
This is marigolds and this is marigolds that I just stuck a seed in today. So
okay.
This was an existing marigold, but because there was no trellis here for this one, I just put a marigold seed in it.
Okay.
All right. So thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
There's a lot. There's a lot of food. I'm pretty excited though. I
am really excited. A couple common comments that I've seen is, what are you going to do with all this food? Why do you need 55 zucchinis? Why do you need 55 melons? I don't know.
Oh, our neighbor came over earlier and said the other day they said they were growing stuff and we could
swap.
Trade.
Yeah, we're going to trade some with our greenhouse neighbor, whatever they grow. But I want to can a whole lot. I want to give away a whole lot. Food pantries, our family. I want to feed the family on Morrow Hill. Buddy's work. You know, we plan on just giving a bunch away, but also I want to preserve. I want to can. I want to grow my own. The zucchini I grew a ton of because we battle with the squash borer a lot here. So I figured they can't kill them all, which they did last year. They killed all of them, and I only had like 6 plants.
I mean, I'll eat grilled zucchini and squash breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the whole year if I have to. It's not going to hurt me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So you heard it here first, folks, because one time I cooked him broccoli for a month and he about
oh yeah, that's true.
Lost
I don't know. I have a hard time. I guess until you eat so much of something, you really can't. Because I couldn't think of myself getting sick of broccoli, but I did.
Yeah. So careful what you say.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So tomatoes, we're gonna can them. We're gonna cook them fresh. We're gonna make tomato sauce.
Kale chips.
Kale chips.
We haven't made those in a while.
Salads. I'm looking forward to green beans. I need to get a pressure cooker. I have an instant pot, but that's not the same thing. I need a pressure canner so that I can actually pressure can, because I water bath a lot, but with green beans and other things like that, you really need a pressure cooker. So I'm going to look into those. Watering. How are we going to water everything? So we actually, let me just show you. Buddy just today bought some PVC pipe. What we're planning on doing, Buddy, do you want to give a rundown real quick?
Real quick, yeah. We're going to just take this PVC and we're going to kind of create like a manifold buried in the ground at the front of the garden, and then a little stub with its own shutoff switch coming out towards each of the 9 rows. And then from there, we are going to try our hand at a drip irrigation system running down every single row. I know it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be meticulous, but once it's done, the amount, like the savings on the amount of water, the savings on the amount of time is going to be crazy. Like not being able to throw a timer on it if we're gone, or just turn it on and off whenever we're here, but not. Steph spends lots of time out here when it's time to water. So just the hours and hours that's going to save once we finally get it finished, I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, and the health of the plants too, because
you're not watering the leaves.
You're not watering the leaves, but also if I can't water at 5 a.m. and I have to water at like noon in the heat of the day, it's not good for the plant to be scorched like that. So we can time it to where it's watered early in the morning and then late in the evenings.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be cool to do.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably start that this weekend.
This weekend?
Yep.
We also need to do the fence over there too at some point.
Well, for the next 2 days, I think it's going to get plenty of rain on its own.
Yes.
And then this weekend, when the rain is gone, start the drip irrigation system.
And finish up the chicken coop.
Finish the chicken coop. Yeah.
Fix the fence.
Redo the fence.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It never ends. But we just want to say thank you for hanging out with us and bearing with me this past week, really, every day in the garden. I feel like every day was a video in the garden. And I enjoy it, believe me, and I hope that...
Did we mention it was your birthday?
Oh, my birthday yesterday?
Her birthday was yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday to me.
She had a birthday, and me and the kids did all of the laundry in the house, because once Steph started the garden, laundry started piling up. So for her birthday, we did all the laundry.
That was such a huge relief and help, because I would be out here for 10 or 12 hours and walk in, and that house was neglected by me. So thank you for that. It was a good birthday present, along with my other presents you got me. But cool. Well, you guys hang in there with us while we do all of our other projects and our chickens and our fence and harvesting and growing. So we will see you tomorrow on the next one.
Yep. See you later.
Bye, guys.